how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys...
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. The Huskies trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Here's the handoff. Nudges ahead for one out to the 16.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Gonna take a shot. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Looking for more room. Vince, touchdown, Aggie. What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that.
And that is not the start this offense wanted. You're trying to come out, you're trying to create some momentum and get a rhythm and consistency, but you throw the pick six early and put yourself in a hole. Not good.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and or they limit that return. The give to the back. Oh, he just had this poorly. That's a fumble. Defense trying to take it back. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Looking for a crease. It's Hayden. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Off the bootleg and rolling out. Makes the grab on the left. He'll step out of bounds at about the 11. Guys, let's take a second here and think about Texas A&M. They climbed into the top 10, been through some battles, proving themselves to be one of the best teams in the country. What do you think about their chances of staying?
Well, they got to keep playing at a high level. Obviously, they've had tons of success now to crack into the top 10. I'll tell you, when you get top 10, David, you get everybody's attention.
Yeah, you get everybody's attention, but I hope this team ain't just searching for a top 10. Like, I hope they're trying to be the best team in the country, and you hope the best is still to come for this squad.
No good. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss.
Well, everybody in the stadium thought that was an automatic 3. Not so fast. Bad miss by the kicker.
And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Looking for a man. It's Harbor. Intercepted. First half turnover can swing momentum. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. They'll go to the ground. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
And he's brought down after a nice gain.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense moving forward now. The defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Tight corners deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Aggies. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. They'll run this play from the pistol. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Unloads to the wideout. How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the first down? Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, the ground game. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, it's Harbor. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32. Great place to start for this offense. They go to the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run play action. Steps away. Unleashes one. Connection to the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Down to the 16-yard line. It's 1st and 10. They're going to run it. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Texas A&M has the lead at the end of the quarter. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Here comes the heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Can you even imagine trying to operate in the midst of this purple rain on 3rd down? Grabbed behind the line. It's Hayden. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. 4th down, and this crowd is making it miserable on this offense. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't work it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. The decision to go for it does not pan out. Dropping back, it's Harbor. He'll grab the throw to the sideline and step out of bounds after picking up a few.
This quarterback right now is in a groove. He's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
Picks his way ahead, pick up a 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. He hurls one deep down the left side. Makes the grab on the big throw. And the defense was on its heels after that long completion. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They got a 1st and 10. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
And with that incompletion, man, this crowd, I don't know that they are really happy about what's going on. I mean, they already built a deficit, and they don't have a lot to cheer about. They got to get some kind of rhythm, something going on this offense to ignite this fan base. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Now facing a 3rd and long. Wants to keep it in the air. Here's the heat. It's caught downfield.
meant. If your guy is able to make one dude miss and build up some steam, when you've got speed like that, you can take it to the house. And that's exactly what he did.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. They got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but Jesse, they still on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They'll give it to the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on 3rd down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier.
Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, Dave. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being active.
Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. 1st and 10. To the air, it's Harvard. Pressure coming. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And it's amazing that they're only trailing by a couple of points in this game because they've turned it over a couple times and they've been sacked a couple times right now. They have no rhythm on offense right now. You've got to give the defense tons of credit. They are dominating in the trenches. That's the big story so far.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
Yeah, and how about this defense, man? That's the 3rd sack of the day. They've been putting pressure, getting him on the ground. Not something they've been good at throughout this season. This defense playing better because they're getting more pressure on the quarterback.
The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. He'll field the punt and look for room. He gets a block. Touchdown, Texas A&M. Stealing a score on special teams. A dynamic, explosive return. The sliver of daylight exploding through it, just vaporizing and reappearing on the other side and housing it.
And punt returners are so quick. You can play touch football in an elevator return and lose. You can't even get your hand on. They're so quick, so elusive. That's such a great job making people miss, but still going full speed up the field to get all the way to the end zone and score the TD.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. So his big play capability was on full display in that one as he took that punt back for the touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Looking to pass. It's Harlan. Makes the grab. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
There's got to be a sense of urgency for this offense right now. They're trailing. They're going to be kicking off to open the second half. So they need points. They need to go tempo. Maybe that last first down gets them a little bit of confidence.
It's first and 10 from the 38-yard line. To the air on first down. Out of the backfield, he's open. Nice pick up there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Washington right back to the line. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the right. Just a Barishnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the first down.
And a really good job focusing on the catch. A lot of people get lost on their feet and trying to stay in bounds, but did a good job catching the football first and then getting that 1 foot they needed in bounds.
And the Huskies have it with a first and 10. Just keeps slinging it. Got him downfield. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here.
Man, this guy has had an amazing year all season long. He has stepped up and made plays for his team when they needed it most. And with that last completion, he's now crossed 4,000 yards passing for the year.
There's the pressure. And as he throws, touchdown, Washington. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. Getting set for the point after. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. The give to the left. Breaks into the open. He's at the 40, the 20, and he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Aggie!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best player's got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum, energize this squad going into halftime.
And they pick up just a few on that completion. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking. Back to pass, it's Harbor. He'll take the deep shot. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. Stopped at the 46-yard line and just making a play and turning in the interception. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Handoff to the lone back. Nice move to pick up yardage. Just steamrolling the defense. He now has 106 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. And the Aggies just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Send the tight end in motion.
False start on offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The offense set for a first down play. Going with the ground game left. Turning it on. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. Touchdown, Aggie. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half. Running the ball, throwing the ball. They add insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
ACC action, fellas, and all week there's been intrigue about this one. Duke is currently working from behind, but how many times have we said that and then witnessed something special happen? This time of year, you just never know. They're trailing by just 4 to Miami. Any big changes in this ACC clash, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Looking downfield, it's Harbor. Gets it out quickly. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Huskies come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. He's got him. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38. New set of downs after the completion. Wants to go up top on first down. Using the quick game. Makes the tackle at the 46, but it's a 15-yard gain to get them into plus territory. Washington coming to the line with another first down. Looking downfield on first down. Tosses it incomplete.
I mean, this game has to feel like a living nightmare for this quarterback. We're still in the first half, and this guy, with all the interceptions he's thrown, with all the inaccurate balls, nothing is going right. They have no semblance of a passing game because they simply cannot establish a rhythm under center.
Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment and they've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarterback to go to work.
That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go. Washington sends out the punt team. He might just try to kick it away from the return man because he housed the first one. Fair catch is made, and they'll mark it at the 19. They'll have Just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Power football with the run. And after that short game, they'll head to the locker room for halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Fellas, looks like we've got a great scene today in Seattle. And this offense has been the story through 2 quarters, extending this lead and really dominating almost every aspect of this game. We're talking lethal efficiency from the O-line right on down to the skill position guys. Although I'd argue those big uglies up front are skilled players in their own right. And with that, let's head back to the gorgeous Pacific Northwest and the fellas at UW.
Washington about to boot it deep to start things in the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his spot. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. They'll open the second half with a run. Pass to sticks and still on his feet. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to there he goes. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to him again. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest PD. Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. Oh, they're after him. And they can't complete the bullet pass on 3rd down.
Well, this guy's one of the best receivers in college football. The defense knows it too, right? They've been watching film, and that time on 3rd down, they had him double covered. That's a big reason why that ball fell in.
And this will fall incomplete, and they'll turn it over on down. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Back to throw, it's Harbor. And that is his 5th interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky. Offense working from the pistol. Off the play fake on 1st down. Myers on the move. He's got an open man. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
Right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. He didn't get a first down, but what does it do? Now it makes 2nd down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it. Still in a great position. Way to stay ahead of the chains.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and trying to stay on the field.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Aggies. They'll try to tack one more on their score. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And he'll just take a knee in this drive from the start of the 25. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he has had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
The give to the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking for a man, it's Harbor. Lost one deep down the right side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. Ready to fire from the pistol. Looking to throw on first down. Now improvising. Blasted as he lets it go. Complete to the right. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36. A 1st and 10 for this offense. Give to the running back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. Maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. Maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. They just need a few more inches here on 4th down, and they'll try to get it with the offense. We've reached the break, and Texas A&M leads it. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Oh, he's got some space. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. The Aggies have their offense in high gear. Motion from the wideout. A 1st down run in the red zone. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 of the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. He'll try the left side. Fights off the defender. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. A long way to go on 4th and goal. Snap in the shotgun. Quarterback now breaking the field. Lets it fly. The incomplete pass, 4th down, fails, and they'll turn it over.
It is what it is. There's no pressure. This game's over. You're up by a ton of points. They're not going to come back here in the 4th quarter. So you're just trying to put up more stats. And listen, stats count. Like, we all count our stats. At the end of the season, we look up, we got 1,000 yards receiving. Like, all these plays still matter.
So now it's 2nd and long. He'll pull it on the read. They could have used a little bit more there. Pick up a 3. It's 3rd and 7. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
Well, the defense is not taking their foot off the gas. They've got a huge lead. We're early in the 4th quarter, and still they're getting pressure on this quarterback, registering a sack.
Washington sends out the punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Had to hurry the punt a bit, but gets great distance. Makes the catch at the 45. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. Give to the single back. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down and 2nd and 6. Off play action. Looking to scramble. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground.
Well, he does a really nice job buying time, and I love the awareness there, understanding no one's open downfield, knowing where the sticks are, and he's able to use his athleticism to get that fruit.
Grabs it inside the 10. Touchdown, Texas A&M. Made the grab and took it on in for the score. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the Oak.
The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Throws to the wideout. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Throws to the tight end. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Fires to the wideout. Working that left side. Going the other way, and he's got room. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up. It's 1st and goal as Texas A&M comes to the line. Pushes ahead. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
On the run from inside his own 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. To the air on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. pass. Here's a throw downfield late. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, trying to convert through the air. He wants a big play here late. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. Looking for running room. He'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stops. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. With this big cushion they're working with, Jesse, they're ready to send these fans toward the exits.
And you know the coaching staff has got to be so happy with how this offense has been able to come out here on the road, fight the crowd noise, and execute at such a high level, David.
Yeah, just dominate the football game. And now, listen, it's mode where I can run the football, run out the clock, watch this game go to zeros and get the dub.
All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Yeah, they've had a day, and it's the complete and total offense. They got the ground going, and obviously this is why you see him. You're going to feature him because he can turn those legs, get those extra yards, but they've had balance, throwing for touchdowns. Like, this offense has been very complete today, and that's why they're winning so big.
The lone back's got it. Finds some fresh air. Breaks into the open. Drills him with a stiff arm. And there they go again with another huge gain on the ground. He's finally run out of bounds. They'll try the run. Runs through a tackle. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play. Offense uses a timeout. 17 seconds left on the clock. They'll line up for a second down play. Leaves it with the running back. Inside the 10-yard line and shoved out of bounds at the 9. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Leaves it with the back. And the defense had its hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the first down. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. Trying to keep the drive alive. They stop him short of the mark, and they'll turn it over on down. One more play and the stats. Wants to throw on first down. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like, they just haven't been in the rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many? How many can I win by? And I like that you keep your foot on the gas and just continue to pile it on. It's their job to stop you. Let them do their job. You just keep going on.
It's not about the X's and the O's. It's the Jimmies and the Joes. This is why recruiting is so important in college football. They just had better players. More physical. They were faster, and it showed.